So today's episode is going to be focused on just break up already. Like, why are you with this person? Okay. So this one is my 25-year-old female boyfriend, 27-year-old male, just told me he poops in the shower.
Okay.
As the title states, my boyfriend dropped a bomb on me today. Literally. We had just finished working out and we're discussing who should go shower first, and he insisted he go after me. He's always preferred showering last, but up until now, I could not have guessed why. I was still browsing my phone and relaxing, so I asked him to please go first, and he finally relented, but told me I would have to deal with the consequences.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just don't like where this is going. I was confused about what he meant until he told me he usually poops in the shower. And if he goes first, I will have to shower after him after he has pooped in there. This is disgusting.
So what type of poop is this? I mean, does he pick it up from the shower and then put it in the toilet, or does he smush it down the drain?
Well, what if it's like super solid? Like, what if he ate a bunch of fiber that day and it's a log?
See, the soup, I think, would be
diarrhea
easy.
would go down.
Just go right down the drain. But I don't know what he does about
a big log.
Yeah.
Well, this is where poop knife would come in handy.
What is that?
Oh God, that'll be up next then.
Okay.
At first, I thought he was joking, but he kept insisting he was being honest and not kidding. He explained that it's not a big deal and he likes to do it because it's relaxing. Like, quote, pooping in a waterfall.
I mean, this man is the modern day Picasso. He's brilliant.
Why? And apparently it just goes down the drain as he poops like a deer in little chunks. And the cleanup is done by just the soap and water from the shower. What is this man eating? What is he eating? Clearly not enough fiber because he doesn't have logs like normal humans do. But here's the other thing. When you poop in a toilet, and your poop hits the water, like something happens to it. Because if you poop in the wild, like when you go camping in Minnesota, like you dig a hole and then poop in the hole or whatever, poop doesn't look the same. So I guess like maybe...
Are you sure? Or like, is this something you've actually researched, or do you know this for a fact?
I mean, I've gone camping and pooped in a hole. Like, haven't we all living in Minnesota?
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah. Or like...
I was debating whether I wanted to lie or not.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, but still, like deer-like poop pellets, like that doesn't seem normal. Especially like, how big is your drain? Do you not have like the little drain cap with holes all over it? Like, it still wouldn't fit.
I mean, with the back of his heel, he could definitely push that down. So
yeah, but then he's stepping on it and he's lying and he's gross.
Oh, good point.
Also, what's his poop position? Because if he kept his body just standing, like if he was just standing up.
The way he described it as being under a waterfall and pooping, I'm picturing that he's actually
squatting. Oh, standing.
Standing.
I feel like he's got to spread it though. Like you have to like spread your legs a little bit and like kind of like squat. I'm picturing those toilets we encountered in Thailand where you just squat over the hole.
Yup. When we got to, was it China or Thailand?
Oh, it was China.
I think we were in China. And we were in stalls right next to each other. You had a normal toilet. Well, normal from what I know is normal.
Yeah.
And there was other people in the bathroom.
They offered both styles.
Yeah, and I didn't know. So I was just like, what is this hole in the ground? And I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't think there's another option. I was like, hey, Morgan, how are you in there? And you just said that you were fine. And so I was like, okay, she doesn't want to talk about what's going on with the toilets right now. Little did I know you had a normal toilet. But there were so many people in the bathroom. I didn't want to look like some ignorant little tourist, white girl. Okay, so anyway, what happens then?
So she goes, I'm extremely shocked and still can't really believe it. Where do we go from here? This seems absurd. Other than this, we have a completely normal relationship. We moved in together.
They always say that.
They do. They really do. We moved in together a few months ago and everything has been good. What should I do? I can't get over the idea that he poops in our shower and thinks it's completely normal.
Okay, so if this was your boyfriend, how do you think you would go about it?
You keep shitting in the shower, we're done. It's a shower. That's where you go to get clean.
See, here's the thing. I don't know if this is a very healthy strategy, but it might be because...
The ultimatum.
No, not even ultimatum. And this might be because I grew up with a brother close in age, so we were always competing somehow. But I think that
you're going to threaten him with pooping in the shower too?
I would poop back. Oh. I mean, how else is he going to learn his lesson if he doesn't realize how gross
Disgusting
it is to have your partner pooping in the shower?
I think you would have to like go one step up though, because she didn't notice. Like, he's been pooping in there. They've been living together for a couple months.
Leave it.
Yeah, you would have to like have a big coffee that morning and just like light that bathroom, like the bathtub up, like
Damn.
Blow it up, literally make it look like a bomb went off, like shit all over the shower, and be like, sorry baby, I thought it would go down.
See, the only thing is that at that point, I feel like I could be incriminated. I mean, he could hold this evidence against me. He could take pictures if I left any evidence behind. So that's where I get a little nervous. I think my first attempt would just be telling him that I did, so that he could just think about it. And then, you know, if it gets to that point, it gets to that point.
This is true.
Would you stay with him if he never stopped?
I'm just like trying to picture my boyfriend like pooping in the shower. I guess like at this point, you know, you've been dating she never mentions it, but like we've been dating for 2 years now, and it's like, well, it doesn't change the past 2 years, but in my gut I'm like, it's just so dirty.
Yeah.
And like,
I don't think it's worth breaking up over. But again, it's really gross. And also, you have to think, if he really can't, realize that it grosses you out so much that you're no longer attracted to want to have sex with him after, then it's like
such a turn off.
Yeah, it's like if he can't keep that in mind and then respect you, then that's a whole nother problem. That's another reason to,
you gotta
actually
compromise.
break up. Yeah, exactly.
I won't poop in the shower. You won't poop in the shower. It's a compromise.
Exactly.
That's what relationships are all about.
Exactly. I told Jeff, my boyfriend, that if he ever farts in front of me, I'm going to fart right back. So
yeah,
he better learn his lesson.
As long as you have a dog, he would never even know. Like, just always blame the dog, or like blame the other person in the room. Like when they walk out, be like, "Did you smell that a couple minutes ago? What
do you think is worse? A really loud fart or a silent but deadly one?
Silent but deadly, all the way.
You think that's worse?
Yeah.
Okay, but
the loud ones,
do you think it's worse for yourself or worse when someone else has a silent but deadly one?
Honestly, I get really embarrassed.
But here's the thing, is that a lot of times you can lie and you can sneak away.
Oh, my shoe squeaked.
No, I'm saying that one's harder to lie with. It's
silent.
the silent but deadly, especially, you're in a yoga studio.
No.
No one knows who that is.
Well, that's different. But okay, so the other...
Don't do that. I do not recommend that.
I feel like that's happened to me before. And like this one guy was making the most like violent sex noises during a yoga class.
Oh, I hate that.
And it's like, dude, who are you trying to impress here? Like, no one's going to want to like try your dick game with those noises you're making.
I think it's like I don't even think it's for the people around him. I think it's for him. I think he's like imagining things, and it's like he's in his own world.
It's probably some weird fetish, like making those noises in a room full of women.
But then again, some people just make weird noises when they're working out. The grunters in the gym.
The grunters in the gym is almost worse. Like the grunter, like that was the most terrible grunt noise I've ever tried to fucking make. But no, like, I don't know. Orgasm noises in yoga or grunters at the gym. We're gonna have to do a poll and see what people think.
Okay, so moral of this story is that we would stay with him as long as he was able to come to some type of compromise.
Yeah. One of the top comments is call the police.
That probably should have been my first response.
Yeah. The next one is also concerned about his fiber intake like us. Like he definitely tell him to eat more fiber.
True.
Because something's
Fiber
not
One
right.
bars. I lived off those when I was a kid.
Yeah, those are some good shit. And the other one was just really rational. Ask him not to do that. Tell him you find it upsetting. I don't see why he wouldn't comply.
I need to hear her follow up. We need to track this one.
So she goes, I agree. I think it would be reasonable for him to stop, at least now that we're living together.
That's not exciting. We need more detail.
I definitely
Female
asked him
25.
to stop. When you're 7, maybe, but now I don't know what to think. He said he's been doing it essentially forever, since he was little. It's just crazy he never stopped, or it never occurred to him that it's super weird and not normal. Okay, so what's your verdict? Break up or?
Mine is stay together.
Okay.
What's yours?
If he doesn't stop
Yeah,
shitting in the
I mean,
shower, I think I might be on the breakup team.
We need a part 2, of course.
Yeah.
But as of right now, stay together.
Yeah, he's got to stop shitting in the shower though.